In this aid, we will voice our own and market's perspective on DCR future while examining DECRED cost conjecture for 2022 and then some. Kindly remember that you ought to think about this and some other expectation while taking other factors into consideration, since foreseeing anything is a difficult errand, not to mention anticipating the fate of a novel, profoundly unstable monetary resource like DECRED. Presently, we should head into it. Before we dive profound into the DECRED value expectation and answer questions in the event that DCR is a wise venture or not, for what reason will DCR succeed or fizzle, or for what reason will DECRED value rise or drop, we should rapidly toss a look at what is DCR and its to-date history. What makes DECRED unique? DECRED is an imaginative venture since it wagers on blockchain innovation's decentralized nature to forestall syndication over casting a ballot status in the actual task. One of the fundamental objectives of the DECRED convention is to guarantee that all DCR holders have a similar measure of dynamic power and that huge organizations can swing the votes in support of themselves. By presenting ticket holder casting a ballot, DECRED guarantees that individuals who have enough DCR will have the chance to take part in votes with respect to the organization/token's future and tasks. DECRED likewise made a devoted democratic stage called Polita, which permits clients to partake in votes, offer recommendations and begin conversations. That, however, to guarantee those casting a ballot rights, DECRED is utilizing a crossbreed agreement component, which consolidates both the verification of work, POW, and confirmation of stake model, POS. What number of DECRED, DCR, coins are there in circulation? DECRED plans to give a sum of 21 million tokens. Right now, around 60% of these tokens have entered dissemination. Of the 21 million tokens, 8% were mined before the send-off of the convention. A big part of these pre-mined coins went towards an underlying airdrop, while the other half was circulated to take care of expenses procured by Company Zero during the improvement of the convention. The underlying airdrop was intended to compensate closely involved individuals by giving them free DECRED, DCR, tokens. Tokens were disseminated among members who had enrolled for the airdrop occasion ahead of time. How is the DECRED network secured? DECRED utilizes a crossover POS agreement instrument, which joins elements of the two most well-known agreement models. The digital money utilizes evidence of work, POW, to mine new blocks on the blockchain. In any case, excavators get just 10% of the compensation after a fruitful mining activity. The proof of stake, POS, agreement is utilized in a democratic association, and it permits clients to take part in the ticket holder casting a ballot framework. Citizens utilizing the POS agreement get 80% of the block reward. The excess 10% of block rewards are put away in the DECRED treasury. DECRED has continuous Polita conversations and decisions on how the assets from the DECRED treasury ought to be spent. What is DECRED? DECRED, DCR, is a cryptographic money that was intended to give an answer for the versatility issue that tormented Bitcoin. DECRED, DCR, is a blockchain-based cryptographic money sent off in February 2016. The DECRED token and convention were made to work with open administration, local area association, and economical financing arrangements. DECRED is intended to expand upon the apparent defects of Bitcoin. Explicitly that Bitcoin is in danger of turning out to be too unified and that it was excessively simple for huge mining interests to rule the exchange over the future of the blockchain. To forestall a comparable issue happening from here on out, DECRED enables its clients to decide on proposition with respect to the future of the blockchain. To guarantee that the two diggers and standard clients have something to do with how the blockchain creates, DECRED joins in consolidating proof of work and proof of stake agreement strategies. DECRED utilizes a decentralized lottery to choose POS excavators to decide in favor of POW blocks. The POS and POW sponsorships represent 60% and 30% of each block appropriation, with 10% being saved to remunerate designers for future work. This framework is like the proof of activity framework created by Ido Bentov, Charles Lee, Alex Mizrahi, and Moni Rosenfeld. DECRED, DCR, token. The DCR token is the point of convergence of the DECRED biological system, with every token addressing a democratic right. There is a greatest cap of 21 million DCR coins accessible for mining. The circling supply of DCR coins as of July 2021 is somewhat over portion of this, 12.7 million. The DECRED, DCR, coin sent off in 2016 with a beginning cost of 95 cents. Its cost crested during one of the buyer markets to $200, then, at that point, dropping back. DCR price prediction for the next 90 days. The entire crypto world is on an edge of an undeniable bear market. Bitcoin has drooped half from its untouched high in the midst of the more extensive market drops affected by seething expansion and U.S. Fed rate increments. Financial backers are selling hazardous resources and moving into additional steady business sectors. Crypto is as yet seen as an exceptionally unsafe play and thus the auction. Our algo still sees some green in 2022, particularly in the second piece of the year. This is reflected in our 2022 expectations. At the present time, Bitcoin needs to find a nearby base before we can move the other way and alter the course. When Bitcoin gets comfortable the new cost range, altcoins will begin to do likewise. We have seen this situation many times in the separated and later history. Our cost expectation model is negative for the following 90 days with a sprinkle of a positively trending market at the divert of the quarters from Q1 to Q2. We expect whales and other greater players in the market to wrap up filling their packs around that time, which will cause a regular and unexpected crypto spike. Group made a cost expectation model with a complex way to deal with crypto that considers both specialized examination and major evaluation of each undertaking. Essentials that we assess are group, tokenomics, use case, local area, advertising endeavors, liquidity and trade accessibility, publicity and speculative potential, and a few other exclusive variables created in our crypto lab. DECRED price prediction 2022. Our expectation model sees a brief change to a bear market toward the start of 2022. Proceeding, we move on to one more advantage in Q3 and Q4 of 2022. 2022 October minus 35.65% $17.98. 2022 November minus 59.60% $11.29. 2022 December minus 53.91% $12.88. 2023 Jan minus 52.18% $13.36. 2023 February minus 51.84% $13.46. 2023 Mar minus 51.89% $13.44. 2023 April minus 47.94% $14.54. 2023 May minus